17, presented by Moose Racing and PJ1. Endurocross is also brought to you by Cheerbees, All Access, Automotive, Art Levers, AXB Racing, Cycle News, Dirt Rider Magazine, EBC Brakes, Engine Ice, FMF, Gas, Husqvarna, Kenda Tire, KTM, Motion Pro, Parts Unlimited, Pro Taper Handlebars, Recluse, Rocky Mountain, Vertex Pistons, Pivot Works, Scott Sports, and Timber Sled.
Everett, Washington! Are you guys ready for the AMA Endurocross presented by PJ1 and Moose Racing? I'm John Simonovich, joined alongside Mike St. May. Mike, what a great season we've had so far. 2 or 3 rounds in the books already. Certainly looking for the 4th round to be an exciting one. 2 previous winners. Cody Webb looking good for the points championship. What do you see tonight?
We got some stacked talent with our local racers. We've got the hot pros, our 5 classes that we're about ready to go into. Ladies and gentlemen, amateur open for you tonight. We're also going to have our vet class, which is the 30-plus class, the trials class, women's class, and super endurocross class.
That's right, Mike. Tremendous class. And hey, Everett, how about we make some noise? Get loud here for all of the riders this afternoon. It's always a great time coming up here to Everett, Washington. The best fans here, and we certainly appreciate you guys making some noise. Let's hear you one more time.
I think we're about ready to go with the women's class. Bring up our lady racers out here tonight.
That's right, your 2016 champion. Put your hands together, Everett, for Shelby Turner.
Let's make some noise for 2016 runner-up Morgan Tankey.
And your next rider-up, the JCR Honda rider. Put your hands together for X Games gold medalist, Tara Geiger.
Previous Endurocross women's winner and X Games medalist, Casey Martinez. Coming up for us next here, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're ready. Let's make some noise for the greatest Endurocross riders in the world!
it's Trystan Hart. He's from Paris, California. He's your 2016 Endurocross champion. He rides for Scorpion helmets, 100% power, 5 racewear, FMF, and the Xfinity Husqvarna racing team. Please welcome Colton Haaker.
Hey Everett, how about we make some noise for Colton Haaker? Colton, great to have you this evening, and man, kind of a controversial season for you. Not only just obviously some of the great racing that we've seen throughout the year, coming off of a win in Vegas to open up the season. Man, fell back a few positions. I know you've been obviously going with some injuries. How are you feeling now? And man, what can we expect to get you back on that top spot?
I'm just super excited to be here in Everett. You know, this is the best round we come to every year, mainly because this crowd is sick. Best crowd we have all year, by far. You guys come, pack the masses. Pacific Northwest kills it every year, and we're here to put on a show, get back on the top step, no doubt.
Well, absolutely. You are one of the fan favorites and always here to put on a show. What's it going to take to get to that top spot?
You know, just have a really consistent, smooth race for me. No mistakes. Get out front. Ride the best I can.
Hey, Everett, how many Colton Haaker fans do you have here tonight? I don't know if that was good enough. I said, Everett, how many Colton Haaker fans do we have here tonight? Woo! You know what it is. Hey, how about we meet the 2017 points leader?
He's on an FMF KTM factory racing ride. He also rides for Redmond, Troy Designs, Bell Helmets, and Alpine Stars. From Royal Oaks, California, please welcome Cody, Webb.
Guess I'm coming up here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise, Cody Webb. Cody looking great, hot series, definitely been heating it up. What are you thinking these days? How you feeling?
You know, I'm feeling great, excited to be back here. Love coming to this venue every single year. You guys are always awesome. Packed house tonight. We love hearing you guys cheering us on, but you know, feeling awesome. Just trying to build the momentum and keep the ball rolling here tonight in Everett.
Couple of wins so far, feeling good. What do you think about tonight's obstacles? We got some new stuff over here. Enchanted Forest, the No Joker Lane. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, tonight's they're throwing new obstacles at us. I love the idea of the Enchanted Forest. It's pretty tricky to get through there cleanly, and I think it's going to be good passing points later in the night if you can sneak on the inside. It's not necessarily faster, but you know, it's going to be great racing. We got the cool little water bin trays, whatever the heck those are. Reminds me of cold panning or something like that. And you know, the no joke lane is literally no joke tonight. It's a tricky one. Those logs are pretty big and slick and nasty, and you know, there's a lot of moisture content out here. So it's going to be a great show for you guys. I hope you really enjoy it.
Which line you want to take on the No Joker line? Center, side, which one?
Well, ideally I want to take the center like I just did right now, but it's really hard to get set up for that off that first log. So it all depends on how bad the arm pump is, how high the heart rate, and if I got to relax a little bit, just deal with every single log or hit the hot line right down the center.
Looking awesome. Our current point leader, ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause, Cody Webb!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now this time we'd like to ask you to rise and remove your hats. We'd also like to ask you to take your phones out and use them as a flashlight for the lighting and the presentation of the flag by the Endurocross crew. All right, again, we would like to ask that you guys please remain standing for our national anthem sung by the Girl Scout Troops 41137 here of America.
Do I have to have a key card? No? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Endurocross Round 4 of the 2017 series. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors out here tonight. If you'd like to make a round of applause here for Cycle Barn, Skagit Power Sports, Pape Rent, Recluse, and Fusion Graphics.
High five.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for racing! Tonight's lineup. Race 1 coming up, ladies and gentlemen, our first division of Super Enduro class. Race 1 tonight. Number 987, Cody Miller. Spencer Wilson from Calgary. Tyler Kincaid from Olympia, Washington. Richard Larson. Dustin McCarthy. Mitch Colvari. Anson Maloney. Cory Graffunder from Redmond, California. Number 101, Austin Scheimeister. Number 35, Mason Ottersberg. Number 27, Wally Palmer. Number 21, Kevin Dupuy. Number 16, Ty Cullins. Number 15, Matt Gerston. Number 5, Quinn Wenzel. Race number 1, lining up. Let's get ready! Coming up on our first turn. Starting to get a drop on the first lap. Going right. Looks like we already got a lead change going here. Rider 118, clearing that finish line double. Cory Graffunder taking it on the first lap. Transponders have Cory up first. Second place, KTM rider number 27, Wally Palmer. Running third place, Factory Beta. Fourth place, Quinn Wenzel. Currently fifth place, Miller. Gerston, sixth place on the Factory Beta. Running up into seventh place, McCarty. Eighth place on a Honda, that's Wilton. Ninth place, Scheimeyer. 10th place, Carvalli. Leaders starting to pull away here, folks. Haaker getting a big lead going as he finishes up the rock place. Pulling through the sand. You got a few second lead on first and second place. Graffunder clearing the can to jump. Looks like he's gonna, taking the step up, step down. Graffunder starting to make some serious time. Our second place rider on the Beta. Riders on the back marker starting to bunch up. John, how does it look down there?
Yeah, it looks great here. Looking, you see Cory Graffunder already starting to separate himself here from Ty Cullins here, the number 16, the Beta Factory rider. And again, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Cory Graffunder actually coming off of an injury, so missed a few rounds here early on in the season from a thumb injury, but already looks great out front aboard his Team SRT machine.
You have to have a couple of the top tier riders if you have to take the no joke lane. Oh, someone going down. Number 36, taking a dive in the... Big lead on Graffunder, going for the last lap. White flags coming out. Number 27 trying to fight for his last position. Yeah, looking good. Here we go, folks. Matrix claiming some guys on the back section. Another rider down. Here we go, finishing leg. Big round of applause, folks. Let's make some noise. Cory Graffunder. Second place, Factory Beta, Cullins. Third place, Gerston. Fourth place, Wally Palmer on the KTM. And wrapping it up fifth place with Miller. And we'll be right back. Sending it down to John on the podium.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Standing down here, man, first qualifier in the books, Cory Graffunder. Man, has to feel great getting that Team SRT win here very early on.
Yeah, that was good. Had a little battle at the very beginning, but then smooth sailing after that. The track's awesome. These guys did a really good job on tuning it up, and my SRT Husqvarna is working awesome. Kendon tires hooking up. O'Neill, Shoei, Seedy, Recluse, TBT suspension, and also got to thank my girlfriend and family and all the Canadians that came down to watch.
Hey, looks like we got some fans in the house. Cory, great run, and I know you're coming off of a thumb injury. How's it feeling, and man, what's it going to take to get that top spot this evening?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that it's 100%, but it's a lot better than it was in Denver. I've been able to train before this, so you know it hurts a little bit, but I'm able to ride. I have strength, and you know just put it out of my mind. 14-lap main, should be able to do it.
Hey, Everett, how about make some noise for Cory Graffunder? All right, as we get ready to set the stage, I'm going to send it on back up to you, Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for race number 2. This is going to be our vet class. Rider number 444, Wade Weigel from Seattle, Washington. Rider number 421, Mike Dubovich from Calgary. 321, Eric Shetler from Mesa, Arizona. Number 252, Billy Baldwin, Arlington, Washington. Number 209, David Sturm, Snohomish. From Savona, BC, number 146, Wayne Reamer. Number 146G, Kyle Smith from Vacaville, California. Number 88, Dan Hayakawa, Phoenix, Arizona. Number 57, Ryan Middleton from Calgary. Number 53, Stephen Ford, Calgary. From Fresno, California, number 37V, Craig Thompson. From Calgary, Gianni Lamond, number 31. Number 20, Shane Coupleton from Andre. And ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Destry Abbott. Let's get ready. Race number 2, vet class. Give it up. Getting a whole shot on number 8 here. Destry Abbott pulling out on the front. Shane Coverson getting through the rock. Tight left-hand turn here, starting to bunch up a little bit. Headed towards our making it through the Here we go, coming up through the matrix. Looks like he's gonna take the step up, step down. Our leader, a little bit of a gap happening right here. Destry clearing that Kenda jump. Tight right-hander, looking good, looking smooth. Tight left-hander makes his way to the rockery. Just cruising through the rockery. Our mega log jump. Oh, got 2 riders down, second and third riders down. Destry still pulling through the fire pit. Tight left-hander here through our second set of rockery. There's our triple log, the triple mega log. Rock River. Getting things a little wet through the Rock River. Here we go, piling up on the river rocks. The Enchanted Forest, Destry just cruising along. Matrix section, flowing right through it. Nope, still not taking the no joker lane. Gonna step up, step down. It's cruising right over the Recluse Mountain in the Kenda jump. Pulling through our right-hander here, folks. Destry making time. Starting to pack it up on our second rock. Billy Baldwin, second place. John, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, we're seeing some great racing down here. Obviously, these vet guys know exactly what they're doing out here. The 30-plus riders, as Destry Abbott continuing to be on top each and every round. That's right, 3 consecutive rounds so far. So let's see if he can make it a 4th. As Destry, obviously himself, Dan Hawakawa, one of his teammates, running in 5th right now. Certainly expect to see some great racing and continued charge for the win.
Got a few more laps to go here. Now we're starting to get some racing through the matrix section. Not too many runs. Nobody's taken the no joker lane yet. That can definitely determine a win and a loss. Whoever's making time on the step up, step down is definitely going to prefer that. Destry just looks like he's out for a Sunday cruise. Second place, Billy Baldwin. Maybe starting to pour it up a little bit. Ford on the factory Beta. And our 4th place rider, Sturm. John, how you doing down there? What do you see with the rockery?
Yeah, a little bit of chaos right here as they come through the water section, but no problem for your current leader, the DA8 backed machine of Destry Abbott aboard that Yamaha as he continues to slice through this lap traffic. And again, we spoke to it already, 3 consecutive rounds. He's looking for a 4th win here, but it looks like he did just run into a little bit of lap traffic here through the step-on, step-off section.
We got our top 3 guys that are just cruising along, but still some bobbles.
Yeah, this is generally the really tough part of the track, especially this time of the race, when he's gonna start coming into lap traffic. These guys are starting to get a little bit tired and fatigued, but Destry continuing to charge forward, as you can see.
Here we go with our last lap. Destry hanging tough. About ready to go in the sand section. Just making it look easy right here through the fire pit. Our little rockery tight left. The triple log, mega log. Here we go, we got some pileups, folks, on the last lap. Riders starting to get scattered right here on our last lap. Oh, Destry get up. Nope, he's making it through. Just a few turns left to go. Right up Recluse Mountain. Let's hear it right here for our winner, Destry Abbott. Our second place winner, Billy Baldwin, 252. Third place, going to Ford. We'll be right back with you.
Easy Brakes delivers up to 30% more stopping power. From original replacement to speed performance, from tow to oversized wheels, from sport bikes to side-by-sides. Easy Brakes has a selection of scientifically formulated pads and strong motors that deliver up to 30% more stopping power. Step up and stop and check out the complete line of automotive, truck, motorcycle, and ATV brake pads and motors. Go to edcbrakes.com or near you.
Do you use engine? Engine Ice is the #1 engine rental.
This guy was in the next race. Shall we do the next one? Okay. Forward, feet forward.
Learn more at your my team at engine-ice.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some of our race highlights right here for you on the monitor. John, tell us what you're thinking down there with Destry.
John, go.
All right, Johnny, we're waiting on
All
him.
right, we're down here on the podium, joined alongside your winner, 4 consecutive races for my buddy right here, Destry Abbott. Put your hands together here, Everett. Continually amazing round after round. What is it that separates yourself from the rest of the field to be able to win like this?
Experience. You know, I've been doing this a long time. Just have had some tough battles the last year and a half. My speed actually feels pretty good, but a long ways on my fitness, but still just having fun. You know, I'm trying to have a good time with my life right now and spend it with the family. You guys in the Northwest, you've been amazing. Best crowd of the year, so thank you for that. Cheering us on, it means a lot, and just having a good time. The Purvine's D8 racing team, we're doing well, and we're just trying to grow on that.
Hey, I know you have a number of sponsors behind you. Who would you like to thank, Destry?
Purvine's, Ron Purvine's our team owner, D8 Training, my facility, FMF, Thor, CD, Scott Goggles. We have so many great people, 6D. So yeah, we're just very fortunate to be here doing what we love.
Hey, Everett, I know you guys are a fan of this guy. Put your hands together for Destry Abbott.
All right, folks, we're going to be doing our Pro Taper race tonight, which is sponsored by Cycle Barn. 8 o'clock, the Pro Taper race, the foot race. All runners must meet at the elevator section 107 mezzanine level at 8:20. At 8:20, all riders meet at the 107 section mezzanine level.
The amateur main event sponsored by Big Valley Honda.
All right, here we go, folks. All lined up. Race number 3 for the Amateur Open. Number 976, Josh Greco. Number 723, Jonathan Levinson from San Diego. Ladies and gentlemen, 514 from Lake Stevens, Joel Tunsgaard. Number 421, Michael Dubovich from Calgary. 253, Zachary Burrell. From Grass Valley, California, 169, Anson Maloney. Number 94, Carter York. Number 74, Ray Amos. Number 55, James Flynn from Gilbert, Arizona. Number 53, Stephen Ford from Calgary, Alberta. Number 21X, Kevin Dupuy. Number 20, Shane Cobbleson. Number 15, David Butler. Number 14, Malcolm Het. And number 1 from Barron's, Alberta, Shelby Turner. Amateur Open, getting ready. Here we go, folks. Local boys ready to do good. Let's make some noise. Giving our riders here plenty of time to set up. 30-second board is up. Card going sideways, let's go! First turn riders, we got 3 riders in the first turn. Rider number 342. Making it tight through the left hand of the little rockery. First and second place over the logs, mega logs, through the river section. First place rider starting to pull away a little. Oh, and he stalls. Getting stuck in the enchanted forest. Here we go. We got a change up, folks. Trying to punch it through the matrix. First, second, and third place. Second and third place. Tight. Tight racing here. Recluse Mountain. 253 in third place. We got Joel Tunsgaard right here, folks. 514. Come on, Everett, make some noise. Husqvarna rider number 14 in second place. Mike Katz. Got our third place rider, Zach Burrell. Definitely hanging tough. Here we go. They're starting to spread out a little bit. First, second, and third. Nice and smooth through the river section, our river rock section. No problem through the stumps. Joel's starting to do good right here. Our nice and clean through the matrix section. The step up, step down. He's out there. Oh, little bobble. Still all by himself. John, what do you think down there? Tell us about the back.
Yeah, the 514 of Joel Tunsgaard looking great out front. Obviously, we have the number 14 also looking really strong of Malcolm Help. So, man, obviously a lot of racing still ahead of us, but you can see the pack is stacked here. Basically from our third back on to the rest of the field. A lot of great racing going on right now here, Mike.
Thank you, Johnny. Looking good. Joel still got a nice lead. Hat's pulling good. Somebody finally down. We got a rider down in the rockery.
Yeah, Mike, that's Stephen Ford, actually. So Ford actually coming off of a second place here in the vet main event that we just saw. So doing a little bit of double duty is Stephen Ford in that number 63 machine.
Fire Pit's starting to bunch up some of the riders. Nice and tight. They're getting some good racing here. Middle of the pack through the logs. Oh, and they stall. John, what numbers are they down there?
Yeah, it looks like Joel Tunsgaard unfortunately going down, your leader. So, of course, that's going to open it back up here for the rest of the field to try to make some moves here as we hit about the halfway mark.
Number 14. Recluse Mountain claims number 14. Still a leader, still hanging tough. Number 2 in the 20. Zach Burrell, third place. Turner, fourth place. This is our amateur open, ladies and gentlemen. Amateur open right now. Race number 3.
Yeah, Amateur Open is such a great class. This is really the feeder class and the opportunity for any one of these winners here through any given round to take that next step and actually make his pro debut. So these riders will be given the opportunity, given a race win, for the opportunity to go into race number 8, which would be the LCQ, for the opportunity to go into tonight's Super Endurocross main event. So very exciting here for your leader, Joel Tunsgaard.
Last lap here, folks. Everybody's starting to spread out pretty good. Here we go. Rider down. Other riders trying to get around him. We got some of these guys just sailing through the rock garden. Fire pit claiming another victim. Here we go. Tight racing right here, first and second place. Let's give it up. Joel Tunsgaard. Second place going to Cumbersome. Zach Burrell, third place. We'll be right back. All right, folks, here we go. Race number 4 lining up our super podium. I'm sorry. John, tell us what's up down there.
That's right, Mike. We're down here on the podium here with Joel Tunsgaard, the local boy. Everett, make some noise! Wow, Joel, you got a standing applause right there. What did it take to take home the win here in this B main, and are you going to take that next chance to maybe jump up to that pro main event?
It took a good start and you just had to ride smooth. Like everything started to get really slippery, so you just had to be on your toes, but it was good, and yeah, I'll take that next step.
You're going to take the next step? Hey, Everett, he's going to make that next step for his pro debut. You think he can make it? Hey, local hero, who would you like to thank, Joel?
Especially my mom. She's done everything for me, and Frank's Motorbikes out of Bellevue, Beta, Golden Tire, Fly, Viral brand goggles, just everybody who helps me, all family and friends that came out tonight. It's awesome.
Hey, Everett, make your round of applause here for your winner in the Amateur Open B main event. I think he wants to maybe talk about this haircut. How is a little party in the front, or what's going on? A little business up front, party in the back?
Yeah, a little business up front and a whole lot of party in the back.
Who's ready to party with this guy, Everett? Joel Tunsgaard, and congratulations, buddy.
All right, folks, now we're going to start up our lineup with race number 4. Riders are at the gates. This is going to be Super Endurocross Consolation race number 1. Here we go, 696. Noah Kepple from El Cajon, California, Factory Gas. Number 120, Cooper Abbott from Peoria, Arizona. Number 84, Trystan Hart. Number 80, Juan Pau Segura from Spain on Factory Gas. Number 14, Ty Tremaine from Gardenville, Nevada. Number 7, Kyle Redmond, Lake Hughes, California. Number 2, Cody Webb, Rolex, California. And number 1, Colton Haaker. Super Endurocross Consolation race number 1. All right, folks, when that 30-second board goes up, the intensity's going to start. Riders are ready. 30-second board up. Let's get ready to make some noise, Super Endurocross! Yeah, Everett, let's hear it! Colton Haaker, first place, making his way right here through the Rock River section, punching it right through the Enchanted Forest. Starting to get a little gap going. Matrix, not a problem. What section is going to take? Here we go. Step up, step down. Second place. Right here, tight Cody Webb, right on his tail. No breathing room. Doing the tight left-hander on the flat section. Our first tight Matrix. The rockery, here we go. We got Cody starting to pick up on him at number 2. Is he gonna take him? Sand section, going through the fire pit. They are back to back. Right here, and here we go, lead change. Cody Webb pulling it. Rock River section flying through it. Cody looking hot right now. Haaker is definitely not gonna give up, folks. These two are turning up the intensity. Step up, step down, no problem. Doubling through on the back section. Cody looking great off that Kenda jump. Starting to pull a little bit. Doubles into the Matrix. Straight ahead into our rock pit. The Mega Log. Smooth over the Mega Log. Haaker right there. These two are treating it like it's the main event. Come on, Everett, let's make some noise for this. Give it up.
That's right, Mike. We've seen this all season long. These two riders going head to head each and every race, just like you said, as if it's a main event. And that's exactly what it is. These guys are training. They're training hard. They're riding hard. And this is how they're going to push it all night long for the fans.
Webb looking hot over the Kenda jump. Flat tracking over that tight right-hander. Singles into the Matrix. Straight into the rockery. Foot off the peg, still going. Haaker is not giving up, folks. Webb just gliding over the fire pit. Absolutely no problem over that Mega Log jump. Oh, he's down. Webb is down. Right in the River Rock section. John, what are you seeing?
Yeah, the riverbed certainly, unfortunately, taking Webb out of that top spot. It's super slick. The water now is transferring over into the opposite lane. And when he fell, unfortunately, his hands got muddy, also his grip. So I think right now he's in salvage mode. Just get this one finished. Obviously, 1 lap left to go. But man, not the way he wanted to finish this Conti race.
Oh, and Haaker is absolutely gone, walking away with it. Webb is definitely not giving up, folks. Getting back Haaker into the zone, flying over the rockery. How's our third place rider looking, Johnny?
Well, if you look at Webb, you can see he regrouped pretty quickly considering what he just went through. But as you can tell, Colton Haaker in a field of his own out front right now, and he's consistent. He knows what it takes to lead races, and certainly not going to throw this one away as he's just got 2 corners left to go here in consolation number 1.
There's definitely some great backmarker racing here. The second half of our riders are starting to pour it on. We're getting some bar to bar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the checkers. Here we go. Johnny, what are you seeing down there? What do we got?
Yeah, we got Colton Haaker here just kind of hanging out as him and his mechanic kind of going over a few things, maybe a little bit of race tactics. The bike's a little bit muddy. Again, this water is not only just here through the riverbed section, but it's transferring over into the other parts of the track. So it's going to make it tough for these riders lap after lap, but especially as you get into tonight's main event. All right, Everett down here with consolation #1 winner here, Colton Haaker. Got to feel good, man. I know you got the early start, fell back to second. What was that, kind of tactics to maybe see the line choices? What's going on?
No, it was just slippery out there, and obviously, I just caught Cody out there, and I was just trying to be smooth, and, I didn't fall down, so I got the win, which was cool, and just try to keep it going.
How hard is this riverbed section? Kind of new to the track here just for 2017. Not only that, the water that's getting thrown here into the Bosine lanes.
It's awesome, man. This is what Endurocross is all about, is oddball little river rock sections and containers that put people on their head, and carnage and people falling over the container. And I mean, that's what Endurocross is all about. Carnage and chaos, and whoever can get through it the best is the ultimate winner.
Anything you guys are going to have to do to the bike before tonight's main event?
No, I'm really happy with everything, and we're just going to keep looking forward and try to get this train rolling.
There you go. Hey, Everett, put your hands together for Colton Haaker. All right, we need to ask that all Pro Taper foot race participants, again, that's all Pro Taper foot race participants, please make your way up to section 107. Please, all runners up to section 107 for the Pro Taper foot race.
The Trial Cross, sponsored by Gas.
All righty, folks, here we go. Race number 5, Trial Cross is lining up. Here we go with 7:01 from Anacortes, Washington, Ron Ringett. 5:74, Dustin Tolstrup. 5:21, Anthony Johnson. 3:11, Kyle Larson from Mount Lake Terrace. 1:27, Coleman Johnson. 1:22, Brandon Smith from Snohomish, Washington. Rider number 110, Jake Lackey from Renton, Washington. Rider number 88, Connor Tolstrup. Rider number 70, Caden Jenkins. And number 47, Nick Lathrop. This is Trial Cross. Our 10 riders lined up, ready to go. Almost ready for our 30-second board. Here we go, 30-second board is up. Trial Cross ready to go, folks. Let's make some noise over here for our local boys. Give it up, people. Card sideways. Let's go! Trial Cross. Great jump on rider number. Here we go. Rider 110. 5:21. Oh, and he takes a tumble. Nick Lathrop coming up on second. These guys are making it look easy, folks. Right there through the Enchanted Garden. First place rider just coasting right through the matrix section. Nick Lathrop starting to catch up. Rider number 2, Nick. Third place rider. Third and fourth place are starting to bunch it up right here. Here we go. We got some racing. Johnny, help me out on second place.
Yeah, there's always some great racing here in the trials. Cars very technical. It's not the big roar of the 4-stroke and 2-stroke engines, but these guys are certainly technical and very talented riders, each and every one of them. And we have some young hot shots here, as we have Connor Tolstrup, only 13 years of age, out of Wasilla. Also, the two brothers that have joined us here week in and week out, the Johnson brothers. Anthony Johnson, one of those guys, 15 years of age, actually coming off of a win here in the season, and then followed in by his younger brother, Coleman Johnson.
Nick is down. Our running orders, Lackey, Johnson, and now Lathrop. These guys are starting to spread out. Trials cross.
Oh, Anthony Johnson here right in front of us, right before we enter into the log section, taking over the lead. Again, he's familiar with that top spot on the podium, Mike.
We got our riders starting to, first and second place, starting to pack up just a little bit here through our metrics. The step up, step down. These are our local boys, folks. We should be making more noise than this here, people. Let's give it up. Nobody on this course giving up. Johnson got a nice lead. Lackey second place. Ringette is now in third. Jenkins in fourth. Lathrop fifth. Johnson sixth. Smith in seventh. Tolstrup in eighth. And running in ninth, Tolstrup. Boys are starting to recover out there. There we go.
Yeah, down here, and I can see that it looks like the 47, who was once our leader, Nick Lathrop, who went down, unfortunately looking to maybe have some issues with his bike. It is smoking just a little bit, so you can see that he is looking down and potentially has a problem with that machine.
I think he's going to pull it through. We got a couple of riders down.
Yeah, Mike, the ballet of chaos here that is AMA Endurocross.
We got a throttle stuck right here in the rock section. I hope that motor doesn't blow up. Things get...
But how about our leader, the 521 machine of Anthony Johnson, out in front out of Rathdrum, Idaho, aboard that
Here we go.
gas.
Starting to tighten it up on second and third. Looks like we're going to have a bike that's going to blow up, folks. Somebody get a fire extinguisher. The rockery section is now called Chainsaw.
Well, Mike, sounds like the fans are getting into it.
We got Nick Lathrop picking a very interesting line on the outside of the rockery. Everybody spreading out. We got a few more back markers taking a tumble over here in our matrix.
So one lap left to go here, Mike, and Anthony Johnson still out front. Multiple-time winner here so far in 2017 and looking to do the same here right in Everett, Washington.
Heading into our last lap right here for Trials Cross. Our leader's getting stuck over on the back matrix. Everybody spread out. Top five guys definitely trying to recover. We're about ready to go out with the checkers. Little too quiet out there, folks. Come on, let's make some noise for Trials Cross. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Checkered flags waving. Our leader tonight, our winner, on the gas, Johnson, second place going to Lackey. Third place on the Montesa to Ron Ringette. Fourth place, Jenkins. Fifth place, Johnson. Sixth place, Lathrop. Seventh place, Smith. Eighth to Tolstrup. And ninth to C. Tolstrup. John, what do you got?
Yeah, we're going to let the riders get situated as we'll get our winner here over on the podium, Anthony Johnson.
All right, Johnny, you got our Trials Cross winner down there?
I sure do, Mike. Hanging out here with Anthony Johnson, multi-time winner here so far in 2017 for the Trials Cross main event. Anthony, how do you continue to do that? Surprisingly, you're the youngest guy in the group and probably one of the hardest chargers in the group too.
Well, you know, I just got to go home and practice most of the time and be consistent when I'm racing out here.
Consistent, that's the name of the game, right? Consistency. And man, those starts, you got a great start.
You know, you just got to practice at home and sort of know the dirt.
How was it riding with your brother? Your little brother out there, not quite on the podium here this round, but we did see him up there. You guys battle a lot during practice?
Yeah, we do. He's getting pretty close, which is pretty scary, so I'm going to have to keep up my game.
Sibling rivalry, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Everett, put your hands together for your winner in the Trials Cross main event, Anthony Johnson.
The Amateur B main event sponsored by Canada Tires.
All right, folks, here we go with race number 6 tonight, our Amateur Open B main event. Lining up here for us, 754, Cory Graffunder from Graham, Washington. Number 504, Max Gerston from Kamloops. Rider number 415, Jordan Rock from Lake Stevens, Washington. Rider number 211, Josh Merzlak from Lake Stevens, Washington. Rider number 208, Andrew Skakov. Rider 117, Gage Gilbertson. Number 116, Alec Perinard. Rider number 72, Justin Lineweber. Number 57, Ryan Middleton. From Everett, Washington, number 48, Jerome Assen. Number 43, Chris Erickson from Anacortes, Washington. And number 11, Nick Buechler from Newman Lake, Washington. Amateur Open B lined up. Riders are all primed and ready to go. Rider sets, 30-second board is up. When that board goes sideways, folks, get ready for Amateur Open B main event. Let's make some noise! First turn. John, who do you got over there taking our lead right now?
Yeah, great start here for all these riders. And again, it's a really tough first corner, a complete 180. And man, it's gonna separate these riders quite a bit, but it looks like the number 45 machine out to the early lead.
Making it easy, look easy through the Rick Robert Enchanted Forest, both riders side by side.
Yeah, the riverbed, certainly one of those technical sections. As you can see, two riders coming together, unfortunately. Guy's doing a burnout right on his seat.
Here we go, second place, pulling right up into first. Rider number 415, almost had it. Oh!
So
cases it on the finish line jump. That was our first place rider.
Yeah, the 754 machine unfortunately going down. Ziegler, and it's right in front of our timing and scoring group. So certainly a scare for them.
Number 11, second place, picking it up through the rockery section here. Third and fourth starting to spread out a little bit. Fifth place hanging up. Got some of our riders here on the rockery section starting to pile up a little bit. Got a rider down in the fire pit.
Well, Mike, what we're going to see, especially through the fire pit, these riders are dragging that water directly from there into the firewood, so it makes it super slippery. And then on top of it, the moisture is going to start coming up through the dirt here throughout the evening, so it's going to make for some technical riding for each and every one of these riders.
Definitely got some heavy sand in the back section of the stumps there. Our first place rider, Zegziger, just actually in second place. Number 11, Buechler in first place. Number 57, Middleton, second place. 504, Rokosh, third place.
So great battle here out front, Mike, between the 11 and the 57 machine here. As they come in through the water section here, going to make that tight right-hander into the Enchanted Forest. The 57 machine of Ryan Middleton looking up the inside and going to make the move on your leader.
Starting to back it up a little bit here. Most of the riders just get right through the River Rock section. Guys are starting to look tired. About halfway through on our laps here. Amateur Open B.
Yeah, Ryan Middleton actually making his way here right to the sand section. Again, this is where I was talking about some of that water that's running over adjacent to the pit, and it makes for a difficult section here as they enter into the log section.
57 looking good. He's got a little gap going. Our second place rider, Rokosh, 504. Nobody getting hung up too bad on the mega logs. Now we got some riders starting to pile up. A couple of riders right here in our rock section. Passes being made.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain Rock Garden, certainly one of those technical sections that you see each and every round here throughout the AMA Endurocross series, and man, challenging as ever, week in and week out.
All right, folks, this is gonna be our last lap. Last lap flag, white flag is out. Spotlight on our leader. Second place, staying right on him. Slightest mistake could change things up. Our third place rider just getting hung up.
Yeah, Max Rokic looking good in that number 2 spot. That's the 504 machine. Trying to make some moves here on our leader, the 57 of Ryan Middleton.
If he's gonna do it, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, I got a couple more corners left to go here, Mike, as they enter into the riverbed. Let's see what happens. Here comes the 504 trying to pull alongside him.
Each rider taking different lines through the riverbed. No problem over there in the Enchanted Forest.
Here we go, 2 corners left to go.
We are getting ready for the checkers right here, folks. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our Amateur Open B. By the very line. Oh, number 57. Ryan Middleton, close. 504 trying to go for it. The very last few feet, just push it over. Recluse Mountain claiming the rider. Second place, 504. Still making it over second place, folks. That was work. All right, guys. John, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, we got a couple of our foot race participants here from Pro Taper getting ready to line up.
All right. All right, that was a few words from our sponsors right there. John, you got podium.
I'm down on the podium trying to squeeze in here. The competition's tight on the track, but it's even tighter here up on the podium. Wow. Colton, dude, that's got to feel good taking home the win here. And you had Rokish right on your tail. Did you feel him coming into that final corner?
That last corner, I just heard that two-stroke buzzing in my ear, and I just, oh, gee whiz, it was a nail-biter, holding my breath all the way.
Hey, you look good. You rode a consistent race. What did it take to ride that consistent?
Years of practice. Crashing lots, stuff like that. No, I was just trying to hit my marks, you know, got the course picked out, just visual points, and that's about it.
Hey, any one particular part of the track that maybe gave you fits throughout the night?
The rocks.
The rocks?
The wet rocks.
Hey, Everett, how about you put your hands together for your winner, Ryan Middleton, for the Amateur Open B main event.
The Pro Taper Foot Race, sponsored by Pro Taper Handlebars.
That's right, Pro Taper Foot Race. Lined up in the gate right now. We want to thank all of our local partners for getting these runners here. And again, Pro Taper for the continued support year in and year out, and especially here throughout the 2017 series. As our runners are getting their shoes laced up, stretching out, you know, you don't want to pull a hammy while you're out there. Let's stretch it out, come on. We got some runners, you know, foot choice of preference would probably be some Nikes, but we got some boots here. So we're gonna see some bar banging action, so to speak, courtesy of our good friends at Pro Taper. All right, up the inside right here, Mr. Long Hair Don't Care. Let's see who gets the whole shot. 30-second board is sideways. Gate set to drop, here we go. Into turn number one, Everett, let's make some noise. Oh, here we go. These guys are taking a different route here around this track. Jam and Jesse out front, up and over the Kenda tires. Oh! Again, these runners must hold the handlebars with two hands. Here we go, getting ready to enter into the no joke lane. I'm telling you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is no joke. This is what we call the dash for cash. Put your hands together, Everett. All right, so we're gonna score an interview here with our winner. Wow, some carnage here. All right, so I'm down here with the winner. I think we're gonna pop that collar for you. Looking good. What's your name, young man?
Ken.
Ken? Hey, Ken, what did it take to take home that win? Man, you got a great start.
Yeah, not really. I just cut to the inside and took the early lead as fast as I could.
Awesome, man. And who would you like to thank? You got some friends and family you'd like to thank?
Well, I got to thank the Smoky Point Saga Barn for lending me the GoPro as well as the Pro Taper handlebars and everybody for coming out here tonight.
What do you guys think, Everett? Good run here from Ken, taking home the win, and a big congratulations. Again, we want to thank our partners from Pro Taper for allowing us to put on some crazy racing here through the 2017 AMA Endurocross Series. That is the Pro Taper Foot Race.
We're going to be going into intermission, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
I'm Max Gerston, and I'm out here with Dirt Rider Magazine, going over some suspension tips on an endurocross track out here at Area 15. All right, so here we are at the first obstacle of my endurocross track. It's a big log. Before I get into it, I want to go over some sag stuff because I'm not going to change the sag from section to section. As far as sag is concerned, you want to develop a sag setting that works for you. I know a lot of guys that run a little bit higher. I know some guys that run a little bit lower. Me personally, I go a little bit lower than what would be considered a medium setting. So I probably run my sag right around like 108 millimeters or so. That just seems to be what works well for me on my 350 beta. So you're gonna wanna set it, you're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna wanna leave it. You usually aren't gonna wanna change that from track to track or obstacle to obstacle. And the reason is because it'll probably just make you go backwards. You really just want to learn how to ride with it and get used to it, and that's what's gonna be the best thing for you for sag. Now, the most important suspension setup tip for a big log like this is gonna be compression. The reason is we have minimal dirt in front of the log here, so that's gonna put a lot of pressure on our forks and our shock when we come up over it. So we want a firm setup. Not super, super stiff, but not plush. We definitely don't want it plush because when we hit that log, we're gonna be coming in at speed and we want that bike to be able to absorb it how it's supposed to and not travel all the way through the stroke and then deflect us left, right, up, down after the log. In this case, that whole theory is amplified because we have rocks afterwards. So we really want to come off the backside of this log with a balanced chassis, because if not, then we're going into a nasty rocks without a balanced chassis. I mean, that's just not what you want. So you want it to be firm, come up and over, and then so you can get back on the gas or be balanced. So you want the first 4 inches nice and soft like always, and then after that, you want to firm it up nice and quick so that you can stay balanced coming over a log like this. So up next here, we got this huge double. Take off right here and land on those tires. And what makes this situation a little bit more complicated is we have a really short run up. With that being said, we're gonna want kind of a firmer compression for the face of the jump so we don't blow this through the stroke. And because this jump has a log on top with a little bit of a kicker, that's gonna make rebound very important as well because we don't want it to be too fast and we don't want it to be too slow. So backing up a little bit, compression wise, if our suspension is too soft coming up the face of this, we're gonna travel through the stroke and we're gonna go through the jump, not over it. And that's not what we want. So you want it to be firm so it stays up in the stroke, so it transfers that energy up and out. For the log at the top, like I was saying, rebound is gonna be really important because if the rebound is too fast, it's gonna kick us up and over the handlebars like that, and nobody likes that. And if it's too slow, we're gonna kind of overcompensate for it naturally, and it's gonna kind of kick us up like Larry like this. You don't wanna be Larry. So you gotta find that happy medium where it stays up in the stroke and the rebound just pops you just enough so you get a nice even chassis over the whole jump, and you hopefully downside the backside of those tires nice and smooth. All right, here we are. We're over here at the firewood pit. This is probably the nastiest section on an endurocross track. The reason being, you got round logs, short logs, fat logs, skinny logs, every kind of log you can imagine. Some are square, some are round, and every single one of them wants to throw you on your head. So with this, contrasting the last two obstacles, we really want our suspension really soft for this. I know it sounds crazy all on the same track, but that's just how it is. When you come through the firewood, there's so many different angles and so much going on that you want your bike to pretty much just plow right through it. Now when I say plow right through it, I don't necessarily mean sink all the way in, but you want it to kind of just soak up anything that you're throwing at it. So a soft compression matched with a little bit quicker rebound to get those tires back on the ground and stay in the initial part of the stroke is very, very important here. What we have here is a rock pivot turn. This is a left-hander. We come in, pivot, and then exit the rocks going that way. What's really important here is that we weight that rear end. The reason being is we have a lot of loose, sketchy, slippery rocks, and we really want to weight that rear end coming out. Now what we're going to do that is we're going to lower our forks and our triple clamps, which is going to raise the front end just a little bit, and we're also going to soften up our high-speed compression. What that's going to do is it's basically just going to transfer the weight of the motorcycle that's already there onto the rear tire just a little bit more, and it's also going to give us a little bit lower seat height, which is going to be a little bit easier to stick your foot out just so you have something to pivot around. Here we have the matrix. In the video, you're going to see that I was just doubling these two logs right here. The reason is because I didn't have a whole matrix set up yet, so I'm kind of in the process of working on that. but we can still kind of demonstrate how to properly double this. And we can also demonstrate how to ride over this if there was logs before it and after it, like a true matrix would be. Two key factors on this for a matrix on bike setup is high-speed compression on the shock and the tightness of your steering stem. I run mine a little bit tighter just so that if it's on a stand, it's just tight enough so that the bars don't fall when you turn them to the side and let go. The reason is it's going to keep your front end from wanting to knife to the left and to the right when you hit these logs, because no matter what you're going to do, you're not going to be able to hit these things square on. Even if you do hit them square on, your bike is still going to want to turn and knife on you. So a little bit tighter steering stem is going to help a lot more than you might even think it would. Along with that, high-speed compression. The high-speed compression is going to be more along the lines of like once you get a little bit more advanced in the matrix and maybe start doubling them. The reason is when you hit this log to either double it or just wheel into the next one, you don't want your shock to travel too far through the stroke. If it goes too far through the stroke, it wants to hang up on that log and it soaks up all your energy, so it's going to be harder to get over that next log. So you want actually a little bit stiffer high-speed compression. All right guys, so here we have a laid down rock section with different sized rocks. Some are moving, some are not. We have rocks everything from this size right here all the way up to something bigger like this that's not going to move on you. With that being said, really important factors is going to be suspension plushness. You want to go for plushness here. High-speed compression on the shock and regular compression on the forks with a little bit quicker rebound is going to be key. And the reason is because you want that shock to move, but with rebound, you want a quicker rebound so it will come back and stay in the soft part of the stroke. That's going to help transfer the energy to the rear tire so you can get traction. And it's also going to help not transfer the energy all the way up through the bike and into your seat or into your foot pegs so you're not getting kicked around the whole time. You can also lower your forks and your triple clamps a little bit. That's just going to take some of the weight off the front end. It's going to make it a little bit easier to steer and put your front end where you want in these rocks. Here we have laid down tractor tires. Now, don't even try to set your suspension up for these because they are so inconsistent. With that, you might say, well, you said that the firewood was inconsistent too. Well, you're right, but with the firewood, at least we have a direction. With the firewood, you're always going to want something that's really soft just to soak up all the edges. With these, some might be squishy like this, and some might be stiff like this. So you could literally go from needing stiff suspension to needing soft suspension or vice versa. These things are so inconsistent. Sometimes they'll poke you up like Larry Loop Out. Sometimes they'll throw you right over the bars. I don't know what to tell you. Don't set your suspension up for these. Just try to get used to them and do the best you can. What we have here is a descending and ascending rock section. These are all large boulders with a lot of big holes in between them. And all the rocks have really bad, really crazy angles with a lot of weird sharp edges. So they're solid, yet still pretty unpredictable. When you're coming down the hill, one of the most important things is going to be your fork height and compression. The reason is you're going to want to lower your forks a little bit and your triple clamps because that's going to make your front tire less prone to dropping into a hole and going over the handlebars. Along with that, a little bit tighter stem, once again, is going to help because it's just going to help deaden all those sharp angles just a little bit, and it's going to take the edge off. Going back up, this is going to place importance back on the rear shock, and the reason is because we want to make sure that all the energy from that motor that we're putting into that rear tire goes to the rear tire and sticks to these rocks and pushes us forward, up, and out of this rock section. Now, what you're going to want to do with your shock is you're going to want to leave your high speed where it is, and then you're going to want to soften up your low speed a little bit. What that is going to do is it's going to soften up the shock just enough to take the edge off a lot of these sharp angles and transfer that energy, but it's also not going to let the shock ride too low where we're in the stiff part of the stroke, since we're going to be weighting that rear tire because we're going up and out. All right guys, well, wrapping things up here. I know a lot of this information can be overwhelming and a bit intimidating. I know it might seem a little ridiculous because you're not going to change your suspension from section to section to section of an endurocross track, but what you can do and what I want you to do is you can use this knowledge that I've shared with you today and you can adjust your suspension for the sections of the trail or whatever you ride to help you out. For example, when I go to the endurocross races, if I make an adjustment, if any adjustment at all, I will adjust my suspension to cater towards the section of the track that I'm really struggling with. That's going to help me out in that section. I'll still be okay everywhere else. So if there's a log or a rock section or anything like that on your regular trail rides, hopefully what I shared with you today, you can apply it to your riding and you can be good to go.
Main process for us to get going on the job site is we spend a day or two mixing and processing the dirt, and then over the course of the week,
All right, I'm down here with Destry Abbott for the first bracket race. Of course, you know who we're looking at here, Destry.
Yeah, we have a great battle. Going into these rocks, you're going to have to carry momentum. Of course, Colton Haaker is going to go fast. Cody Miller from Phoenix, Arizona. Ty Cullins in third right now. Winner goes on, moves on to the next round.
Yeah, great to see some new riders like Cody Miller joining us here in the bracket race. Man, got to take a lot just to get here.
It takes so much. I know how much Cody works, and he actually works on a lot of our race bikes in Phoenix, and it's race, and I told him to stay at it. You never know. One lap, anything can happen.
That's right, the dash for cash, so to speak, here as Colton Haaker out in front coming into the matrix.
Yeah, Cody did a good job on going inside because if Colton made that mistake, he wasn't going to follow, and that way he could get by, but Colton and Cody Webb are riding on another level right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are, and Cody actually coming in second. That's a big confidence booster.
That's a big confidence booster, and that's what it is. Momentum, confidence is huge.
Well, our next bracket race is these riders get to pull into the gate will be the number 2 of Cody Webb. Obviously, more than capable, taking home already a few different wins in the bracket race this season. And then we're going to have the 118 of Cory Graffunder taking an early win tonight. And then the number 15, you know about him.
Yeah, Max Gerston. Both Max and Cory are coming off injuries, but they have the heart. They're giving 100%. Of course, Cody's going to be the one that's going to be favored in this. This is a really technical track versus some of the other Endurocross rounds we've had, and I think this tonight's going to favor Cody a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so. Very technical, but Gerston, man, he's been very, very aggressive here this afternoon, and I think maybe that just comes with a late start to the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we talked about the momentum. Gate sideways. Great jump by Cody Webb. He's going to want to set up a little wide. He's smart enough to tuck under. That momentum going up those rocks are going to help. But look at him keeping his toes up, staying up, standing up this whole time. Well, go ahead.
No, very much so. Cody Webb and Cory Graffunder, same stature, very tall riders. What does that give a rider an advantage on the track?
Yeah, you're basically using your legs as another suspension device, keeping that bike trackable, down low. You can see him soaking up stuff. Look how much he uses his legs. He's not fighting his bike. He's actually flowing really well. Stood around that whole corner, sat for a second, popped over that, basically like a plyometric pop, and bunny hopped over that, making it look easy right now.
Yeah, look at Graffunder actually putting in a good charge here to the finish, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Here is Cody Webb going to take home the win in bracket race number 2. All right, our third bracket group, the number 84 of Trystan Hart, we just saw here out on the track. Also the 696 of Noah Kepple, and the number 80 of Juan Seguro joining us here from Spain.
Yeah, it's nice to have the Europeans over. We had Taddy, and we've had a lot of great Europeans come over and race with us, and vice versa with Cody and Colton going to Europe. But these guys are great riders. This is going to be up. I think Trystan, Noah gets great starts. Segura, he's aggressive on the 2-stroke. So we got 2 2-strokes. That was a quick drop. I don't think Noah was ready for that one.
Yeah, I don't think he was either. It looked like he got a little bit pinched off there, but Juan Seguro out in front right now. And actually, those 2 riders are teammates.
Yeah, they're going to be aggressive no matter what. Noah messed up in the rocks. But like I say, winner's the only one that moves on. He might go out there and check out lines right now.
Yeah, talk about a level of consistency, too. Trystan Hart coming off of a 3rd place in Vegas. Man, and 4th places here the last 2 rounds. Man, what a confidence that he has.
Yeah, Tristan's riding really well for the SRT team, and one of those great up-and-coming riders, like I've said before, jumping up there, carrying that momentum. He's probably going to go inside, yep, be a little aggressive if he was there a half a second early, but I guarantee he's going to stay tight on this matrix and try to take that line away, maybe not jump up, but he wasn't there. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't try to seat bounce that maybe. He's going to get aggressive. This is going to get aggressive, but wasn't able to get inside.
One also girl going to take home the win for bracket race C. As we'll reset the stage here. It looks like we're going to have Ty Tremaine, Kyle Redmond, and of course a familiar face here in the way of the 120, Cooper Abbott.
Yeah, of course I'm going to be pulling for my son on this one, but he's got a tough situation with Kyle Redmond and Ty Tremaine, who are riding phenomenal too.
All very talented riders, put in great runs in 2016. Obviously showing it in the way of Ty Tremaine taking home third in the championship. How do you even take down a guy like Mike Brown for third?
Yeah, Mike is an aggressive guy. He's the same age as I am, 45, and I love that guy. He's got a lot of heart, and I know he'd love to be out here right now. And even though this is one of the more technical tracks, he would definitely be out here racing with them.
Well, let's see who gets the whole shot. Oh, looks like Cooper Abbott looking up the inside, gonna take that whole shot.
Yeah, he got the whole shot, but then he got pushed wide, but that's good battling though. I like that, it's clean racing. I don't mind that. He's gonna be aggressive. He's gonna try to stay right, most likely. I thought the firewood, it was the right side, yep. He's gonna go to the right side. Oh, try to bank off that, lost some momentum. But Trystan's riding really well right now.
Well, we talked about it earlier. How difficult is it when you take the water section and drag it into the firewood?
Yeah, I'm sorry, and that was Kyle too. That's the problem with this water. It's dragging around, as they mentioned earlier. Ty Tremaine goes down, you know, and Cooper's going to stay with it. But the water's dragging around this track, making it that much harder.
Yeah, and you know, it's never over until it's over. But it looks like Redmond on his way to sweeping this one here for our fourth qualifying session of our bracket race. Wow, already some great racing here early on with our bracket racing, as it looks like we're going to go head-to-head now. So we're going to throw out that third rider. And who do we have lined up in the gate right now, Destry?
We have the Spaniard of Corsica, and then Cody Webb, who has been riding phenomenal. With two riders, only the winner moves on. This 1 point, as they keep moving on, I think a lot of us have seen the Colton and Cody showdown, and it's been a pretty good battle. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to those two again.
Yeah, certainly so. And man, 1 point in the championship. How big is that?
That 1 point's huge. That was a great start. Cody's probably going to try to tuck under him. We'll see what happens. There you go. Oh, he got around him actually. Carrying that momentum. Look at him. Just so fast through these rocks.
Just flying through there, and then comes in here into the sand section. And then this is that water we were talking about. Very difficult. He actually fell coming through the riverbed that we're calling it here.
Yeah, he was looking really good, and that's Endurocross racing. It's so unpredictable, and it can bite you in a second, and that's what it did in the heat race he did it.
How tough is it coming here through the riverbed and some of the metal sections that we see?
Yeah, the metal, that's new. I actually really like the idea because it's something different, and that's what's cool with Endurocross, always evolving, and Cody's just so much fun to watch, and how smooth and effortless and how easy he makes this look, because this is by no means easy at all.
That's right, one step closer to gaining that very valuable point in the championship. As, man, we're going to set the stage once again here for Kyle Redmond and Colton Haaker. And these two actually ride together. So what are we going to get right here?
We're going to get a battle. They're buddies. You know, I know Kyle rides with Colton, I'm sorry, yeah, back home in his place in Paris, California. And, you know, Kyle's doing the right thing, lining up on that inside, because if he gets that start, he knows he's going to keep track of that first corner and push him wide or check up or whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, Redmond certainly has a broad shoulder base. That's going to play a part here in turn number one, I'm sure.
Yeah, those elbows are going to be up. They got some motocross background too, and that gate's huge right now.
All right, here we go. Grabbing some gears coming down into turn one. Quick left-hander through the matrix, up into the rock garden, and it looks like Colton Haaker out in front.
Yeah, Colton got through those rocks really well. It's getting slippery though, so you're going to see a lot more mistakes, especially in this main event tonight.
Yeah, unfamiliar mistakes, unfortunately, here from Colton. It looked like here through the log section, regroups it, and going to put a big charge here into the riverbed.
Yeah, there's a good line right here coming into this right-hander right now. I'm surprised he didn't try to take that. Look at Kyle, actually did a good job. It's getting those tree roots are coming up and getting so much more slippery, but that momentum is going to help them out.
Yeah, so difficult, especially something new we haven't seen here 2017, but Colton Haaker on his way to another win and another championship point potentially here in this main event.
Yeah, I'm actually watching Cody Webb lining up right now, and he's pretty smart. That first gate pick's not the best gate pick, but he wants that inside on Colton because he knows Colton's going to bring it in on him. Who wants to see the Cody-Colton showdown right now?
That's right, Everett. Put your hands together. What do you think of this showdown? Hey, more than that, what do you think of this guy standing to my left, Destry Abbott, joining me up here on the podium?
Thank you.
Pretty amazing. This guy not only out there racing, runs a team, and man, obviously a fan favorite, as many of these riders are here that we're going to see set the stage.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. Of course, I'm looking forward to the main, but this is one of my favorite races of the night with the head-to-head. Besides the vet race, of course, I think the vet race is really good too.
Well, we've seen each one of these riders actually put it in the dirt here, head-to-head in the first corner. So here we go. 30-second board goes sideways. Oh, there was some of that chop move.
Yep, that doesn't surprise me. Came over on him. Cody did a good job in checking up, carrying that moment. Look at him wheelie off those rocks.
Yeah, Webb certainly a beast coming through the rocks and actually wheel tapping through there.
Yeah, if you guys think this is exciting, wait till you see this main event. Look at that, feet are off the pegs. They're still on the throttle right now.
Yeah, these guys twisting the grip and looking forward is the name of the game.
Yeah, they're being aggressive. They want this 1 point. They're riding way harder than they would during this main event, but that 1 point is crucial.
Yeah, you're right, 1 point, and very few points even separate these guys in the championship. But here comes Haaker trying to make a move.
This is awesome, I love it. Yeah, give it up for him.
Big congratulations going out to Cody Webb, taking home the win and taking down Colton Haaker. Great run here out of the factory KTM machine of Cody Webb. I'm going to jump on down here and see if I can get a word with the winner. All right, we're going to let him get a little drink of water. And, man, how's that heart rate?
I don't have a run right now, but the heart rate's probably good. It's only 1 lap, but sure spikes up quick when it's intense racing action like that.
Hey, obviously you guys jumped off the gate. He had a little edge on you, kind of cut over. Is that something maybe you just expect from that, or did you expect to come out here after that first corner and take the lead?
Last 3 years, I get pinched off every year over and over again, so I expected it. And, you know, I expect him to go completely wide during that first corner and trying to push me out. So pinned it to the outside, and, you know, I just kind of played it smart, quickly cut to the inside and launched into the rocks. I didn't know if I was going to make it out, but, you know, we got through it good, clean, and I was able just to hold him off.
Tell us about this water section here. We can tell that all that moisture is getting dragged onto the firewood. Man, what is it like out there? We saw you guys kind of blowing your feet off.
Yeah, the firewood pit is hit or miss every time, 50% chance you're going to make it. And, you know, went in there, got a little squirrely, but we made it out.
Hey, how big is it to gain that extra point here in the championship?
You know, I felt really good in that heat race qualifier there and was in the lead, and just a stupid bobble knocked me in the mud and lost a point there, so it was crucial for me to make that up there in the bracket racing.
There you go. That's Cody Webb taking home the win in our bracket race. Everett, please make some noise for your winner, Cody Webb.
All right, ladies and All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready now for race number 8. This is going to be Super Endurocross LCQ, last chance qualifier, race number 8 here. These 12 riders, the 12 riders are lining up right now. Positions 1 and 2 will be going to the main event. Positions 1 and 2 will be going to Super Endurocross main event. Our riders lined up right now. Number 815, Tyler Kincaid on the KTM. Number 21, Dubois on the Husqvarna. Number 8, number 169, Maloney on the KTM. Number 101, Schiremeister. Number 926, Wilton on the Honda. Number 35, Ottersberg on the Yamaha. Number 511, Larson on the Husqvarna. Number 177, Carvalf on the KTM. And number 492, McCarty on the Yamaha. And number 5, Wenzel, Husqvarna. Get ready, folks. Here we go. Race number 8, Super Endurocross LCQ. Get ready to make some noise, people. 30-second board is up. Riders are ready. The top 2 going to the main event. Get ready to make some noise, Everett. LCQ is underway. Looks like we got number 5 in the first place. Take it in the tight right. John, how are we looking over here on the backside?
Yeah, looking great. Quinn Wenzel, the number 5 machine, out to the early lead, and certainly familiar with that top spot is the number 5 machine. But obviously we have the number 815 right there in the number 2 spot, followed in by the 492.
Rider number 5, cruising right along, punching through the matrix. Second place rider right on top. Third place, fourth place. Our top 5 guys staying nice and tight. Everybody having no problem clearing the Kenda jump. Wenzel definitely holding his lead. Taking a far line through the rock garden. Tied right through the sand section. Starting to pull a little bit, folks. Number 5, our leader, starting to pull a little bit. Slows up in the fire pits. We got a rider stalling. Oh, we got riders piling up now.
Yeah, Mike, very technical section. We were talking about some of that moisture that's actually being dragged from their bike into the firewood section, so it makes it very difficult even for some of the top riders that we see right here. And look at this, Mason Ottersberg, the 35, trying to take that number 3 spot over.
Riders taking opposite sections to the River Rock. We got a rider down right after River Rock. Trying to not get run over. First place pulling away. Wenzel pulling away. 492 McCarthy. He's got company coming up behind him. Second and third, fourth. Fifth place. These guys are turning it into a race, folks. We need to make a little bit more noise out here, Everett. Come on, let's give it up. Rider down right there in the fire pit.
Yeah, Quinn Wenzel out in front here, Mike, and Austin Schiremeister in that number 2 spot. But Mason Ottersberg, the 35, is one rider to keep an eye on. Again, only 2 riders will go directly into tonight's main event. So keep an eye on the number 101 machine of Austin Schiremeister and the 35 of Mason Ottersberg.
Our riders giving it their all. This is the last chance qualifier. Top 2 guys want to get in that main event. So we got a stall. We got 2 riders stalled over here in the Enchanted Forest.
That's
3
right,
riders stalled. We got a bottleneck. Bottleneck. First and second place just walking away.
That's right, comfy lead here for Quinn Wenzel and Austin Schiremeister in that number 2 spot.
Schiremeister looking great, second place. Tyler Kincaid third on the KTM. Fourth place, Larson, Husqvarna. Fifth place, Yamaha 492, McCarthy. Once again, our top two guys going to the main event. Riders struggling, going down in the fire pit right there. Looks like number 35, Ottersberg, going to, oh, he's just can't get a break.
So 1 lap left to go here at Everett. 1 lap left to go for your leader, Quinn Wenzel.
Spotlight on the leader. This is our last lap, folks. Last lap for the Super Endurocross LCQ. Slowing up a little bit here. They are definitely getting tired. Our second place rider's gone down. He's back up, going through the little rockery. Oh, and he gets stalled up. Third place right on him. Second and third fighting for that transfer spot. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Checkered flags are out. Rider number 5, Wenzel. Second place rider going to the main event. Let's give it up, folks, for the LCQ. Nice big hand for our LCQ. And we'll be right back. All right, folks, we're going to send it down to the podium. John?
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yes, we're down here on the podium. Unfortunately, Quinn Wenzel going to get a little bit of a break right now as he didn't make it over to the podium. So, we'll start off right here. Great ride for you, finishing second. Has to feel good, man. Not quite that first spot, third, excuse me, but third place, hey, unfortunately not quite the position you needed to get into that main event. What's going to take to do it next time?
Just a little more training, a little more preparing. Little work on the bike. I stalled it right at the end down there and need to adjust my gearing a little bit.
Hey, Quinn, you look good out there, and man, certainly, something that is going to get you into that top spot next time.
Yeah, I really hope so. More shooting for it for next time.
Big congratulations, and here we go. Now we got our winner here. Where'd you go, the bathroom break? What's up?
They said there wasn't a podium.
Congratulations to you, man. You fought a hard battle all race long and very consistent. What's it take to put down those consistent slaps like that here and make it into this Super Endurocross main event?
Just been training, and you just got to stay focused, and it's very slippery out there. So, I wasn't pushing too hard, but I was just trying to keep it on 2 wheels and make it to the finish. So, it was a good race.
Anything you're going to do between here and tonight's main event for the bike?
The bike's pretty good. I don't think we have too much time, so I'm just going to sit down, drink some waters, and try to get ready to go.
There you go, the number 5 here. Put your hands together for Quinn Wenzel, taking home the amateur Super Endurocross B main event.
the women's main event, sponsored by Rocky Mountain ATVMC.
All right, folks, here we go. Race number 9. It is time for the women's race. Lining up right here, we have rider Casey Martinez, number 496, number 360, Tatum Harris from Sequim, Washington, number 68, Tara Geiger, Winter Garden, Florida, number 53, Melissa Harton out of Calgary, number 31X, Jenny Lamont out of Calgary, number 31, Morgan Tankey out of Riverside, California, number 21, Victoria Harsey from Pullman, Washington, and number 1, Shelby Turner. Women's coming up. All right, folks, getting ready for our 30-second board. The hottest, fastest ladies in Endurocross. Let's get ready to make some noise! Here we go, folks. Women's main event. Punching right in on that tight left-hander. Rider number 1.
So a familiar face out front, Shelby Turner on board that KTM. Following right there in a close second, the number 31 of Morgan Tankey. And looks like the number 33 machine, the number 53 machine of Melissa Harton in third.
All right, our ladies, first place riders starting to spread it out a little bit. First and second, spread it out. Second place is pulling right through our matrix section. Third place. Oh, our third place rider, John.
Yeah, Melissa Harton looking good there, that number 53 machine. New to the series, actually. We haven't seen her all year long, but coming out here and shining is Melissa Harton. And then take a look at the number 68 machine of Tara Geiger aboard that JCR Red Bull backed Honda.
Second and third starting to tighten it up. Our running order right now on KTM, Turner, Tankey, and Harton.
Oh, looks like Tankey unfortunately going down here right in the sand section. That's going to allow Harton to close the gap here.
She's got up quick, still moving.
So Harton now going to take over the number 2 spot.
Rock section claiming riders all night long tonight. No such thing as a clean line in the rockery. Our first place rider way out in front. How about a little bit of noise for the ladies out here? Come on, folks. Number 1, Turner, starting to gap it. Second place, Tankey on the beta. Third place, Harton on a beta. This is our women's main event, folks.
Yeah, you can see why Shelby Turner is adorning that number 1 plate, your 2016 champion. Looking good out front here as she gets ready to enter into the firewood.
Skying over that Kenda jump. Martinez looking great. Trying to make a run for it here. Got our rider stuck. Number 1, Harsey. Number 21, Harsey, stuck. Getting it through there.
Yeah, big change here for that number 2 spot as Melissa Hart now takes it back over the number 31 of Morgan Tankey.
Our ladies are definitely going for it, folks.
Yeah, take a look at Casey Martinez aboard that factory KTM machine, running in fourth. Casey coming off of a win in Denver just a few short weeks ago, and certainly looking to get on that podium here tonight.
So got a few more laps here to go.
So we do have a change for that third place as Casey Martinez now puts her position here into the third spot.
Seeing some of the riders starting to take some interesting lines just to stay up.
Absolutely, the track is deteriorating after each and every race, so makes it difficult for all these riders because it does change so often. But take a look out for this battle for that number 2 spot between Martinez and the 31 machine of Morgan Tankey as they make that left-hander through the Rocky Mountain Rock Garden.
Here we go, last lap. Spotlight on our leader.
But the real battle is right here as they come into the Enchanted Forest.
Going back to back. Trying to make a pass in the Matrix. Oh, cuts her off. Racing, folks.
Yeah, unfortunately, Martinez getting the short end of that stick there through the Matrix. But we still have 1 lap left to go and see who will take that second spot on the podium.
How's it looking on the backside over there, John?
Yeah, looking good. We just saw the leader here, Shelby Turner, making her way through the Enchanted Forest, up and over the Kinder Tire into the Matrix for the final time for your leader and 2016 champion.
Oh! Rider stalls on Rue Cloutz Mountain. There's our winner, folks. A huge round of applause. Number 1, Shelby Turner.
The battle
all right,
ensues
first, second,
here
and
for
third.
that
The way
number 2 spot.
I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, the battle continues on here as these riders go bar to bar with 1 corner left to go. Everett, put your hands together for your second place finisher, Morgan Tankey.
Let's make some noise. Women's class right here, folks. And we'll be right back.
PJ1 developed Black Label Cheap for the power sports industry. Today, PJ1 offers products to power sports, automotive, industrial, aerospace, and marine industries. Our latest releases are factory OEM color match paints and primers. PJ1 is proud to be part of the Endurocross for the 2017 racing season. Please visit your local power sports dealer for information on PJ1 products. The Endurocross is brought to you in part by Timbersled, the leading snow bike brand owned and manufactured by Polaris Industries. A Timbersled conversion kit combines the sweet and agility of a dirt bike with the terrain capabilities of a snowmobile for an all-new riding experience. Use your dirt bike year-round, anywhere you want to go. Stop by the booth or learn more at timbersled.com.
All right, folks, here, straight back to the podium.
That's right. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. As man, I'm joined alongside 2016 champion Shelby Turner, continuing in that winning fashion. How's it feel out there to take home another win here in 2017?
Yeah, it's great. It's hard to get wins out here. These ladies are going good. The track's tough, and it's hard to keep pushing for those 5 laps, especially the track's really wet right now, so it's slippery. We got lappers to deal with, but it's a lot of fun, and I really like this track.
Well, obviously, you have a great number of people that support you each and every race, and throughout this 2017 series, who would you like to thank?
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to thank A&E Racing, KTM Canada, FXR, FRS Suspension, Arai Helmets, Oakley, Alpenstar, Tire Balls, V-Rubber, and, you know, my parents, everybody who supports me, and Atlas Racing. Thanks, everyone.
There you go. That's your winner here. Put your hands together for Shelby Turner. Finishing second here on the night will be Morgan Tankey, taking home that second spot, and Casey Martinez will round out the podium in third. Put your hands together for the women of AMA Endurocross.
The Endurocross main event, sponsored by Moose Racing.
Are you ready, folks? It is almost time. Super Endurocross main event, race number 10 of the evening. 15 riders, 14 laps. The fastest Super Endurocross riders in the world lined up right here, right now in Everett, Washington. Are you ready? Let's make some noise! All right, ladies and gentlemen, lined up right now, number 987, Cody Miller. Number 696, Noah Kepple. Number 120, Cooper Abbott. Number 118, Cory Graffunder. Number 84, Trystan Hart. Number 80, Juan Pao Segura. Number 27, Wally Palmer. Number 16, Ty Cullins. Number 15, Max Gerston. Number 14, Ty Tremaine. Number 7, Kyle Redmond. Number 2, Cody Webb. Number 1, Colton Haaker. Let's give it up. Our 15 riders are ready to go, folks. 14 laps. This is our premier class tonight. Race number 10 of the evening. Super Endurocross main. Riders are all set. 30-second board is up. We are ready to go. Here it is, people. Let's make some noise. Oh, pile up. First turn, pile up. Changes everything.
Yeah, very violent hit right there from Colton Haaker up the inside. Unfortunately, hitting that Kenda tire in turn number 1.
Oh, more riders down. The fire pit almost claiming the entire field.
Yeah, a lot of shake-up here as Trystan Hart now takes over the lead. Unfortunately for Cody Webb, looked like he made a little mistake there in the firewood section, but the main point and topic right now is going to be the no-joke lane. So is it going to be the second lap in the middle of the race or the last lap that we will say these riders take the no-joke lane?
Riders making it through our first lap. All the riders taking the step up, step down.
So we have a new change for the lead as Cody Webb now takes over that number 1 spot.
First and second changing up.
Yeah, unfortunate circumstances for the number 1 machine of Colton Haaker, having a little bit of issues in that lap, that first lap, unfortunately, puts him back in the back of the pack.
Cody's still sticking with the step up, step down. Making it easy over Recluse Mountain. Hart trying to make up some time on him. Second place Hart trying to make up some time. Our Spanish rider on factory gas in third place. Juan Pao starting to pour it on.
Yeah, Juan Pao Segura have been having a great run all season long and looking to take a podium position here tonight. Trystan Hart looking great in that number 2 spot.
All of our guys hitting the rev limiter right here on the Kenda jump.
So Juan Pao Segura going down to the firewood.
Rockery claiming more riders, just riding right over them.
So keep an eye on that no joke lane for your leader, Cody Webb. We'll see when he does it.
Cody taking some clean lines, making a big gap. Our second place rider, Hart's definitely hanging his own. These riders are definitely trying to save a little juice for the end there. What are you seeing with mid-pack there, John?
Yeah, you see the lead right here that Cody Webb has, looking smooth and consistent out front. And then we got to take a look at Team SRT rider Trystan Hart. Came off of a third in our opening round in Vegas and has consistently been off the podium, unfortunately, in the 4th spot. But it's consistency that's going to pay off, and he looks great here in that number 2 spot right now.
All right, we got some guys taking got some riders taking that no-joke line.
Here we go. Keep an eye on Cody Webb, the far end of the track, as he's now executing through the no-joke lane.
Just wheeling into that section on the no-joke line. No joke for the no-joker lane.
Yeah, so he's been able to get that out of his way. Now he can settle into a race pace and look for that checkered flag here.
Still got a few riders to go that need to take the no-joke. Might be using that as strategy, John. What do you say?
Yeah, it's definitely a strategy. I think we saw it last round in Denver. Cody Webb took it very early on. Colton Haaker decided to take it even a little bit later on in the main event, and unfortunately did not work out in his favor. So keep an eye on Colton Haaker, the number 1 machine.
Our running order right now: Webb, Hart, Segura, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. 4th place rider Gershon, Abbott in 5th.
Yeah, another rider here in the mix would certainly be Max Gerston, the cowboy. Max Gerston, the Beta Factory rider, looking good here, sitting just off the podium in 4th place.
So at this point, is bike setup or endurance? Which one's it going to be? What do you say, John? Running order staying the same. Everybody's settling into a pace.
Yeah, we can see Colton Haaker already making some moves and now already looking to battle for that 3rd spot. So rough go here very early on for Colton Haaker, but looking to put on a charge right now on Juan Paul Segura for that 3rd spot.
Oh, we got a rider hung up, but no joke. Having an exit, make another run for it.
Well, Mike, we just had a change for the lead in the Enchanted Forest as Colton Haaker now takes over 3rd.
So our running order goes as Webb, Hart, and Segura. Spanish rider on factory gas, 3rd place. Webb in 1st, Hart in 2nd.
Lots of great things going on here in that number 2 spot for the Team SRT rider of Trystan Hart. Running that number 2 spot and looking for another podium here in 2017.
We are just about halfway through this main event.
Yeah, the next 2 riders we're going to look to see go through that no-joke lane will be the number 84 of Trystan Hart and your current 3rd place rider, the number 1 of Colton Haaker.
Haaker's definitely got some juice in the tank still. Never say die.
Yeah, you're right. Lots of racing still to go. And you never know. The Valley of Chaos that is AMA Endurocross, you never know when the track will reach out and bite you.
The track is definitely about as beat up as it's going to get. Here we are with our main event. riders are finding a nice line through the fire pit off to the right-hand side. That's settled in a bit.
Well, we just saw Haaker come over the finish line and look over to see where Trystan Hart is. As you can see, he is making up some ground. Everett, let's make some noise. These riders can hear you out here.
Webb still looking strong.
Yeah, a lot of lap traffic here for Webb, who's out in front as we just beyond that halfway point. And this is where it can get really critical here for our leader as he comes in through this lap traffic.
He's definitely going to have a little bit of work coming up on our lappers. Takes the middle line, middle left line. Little rockery, not even a problem. Popping over the megalogs. No issues through the River Rock section.
Yeah, look at the charge that Colton Haaker is putting on right now through the firewood section. He's going to make this left-hander, and he'll see the back end here of Trystan Hart, who currently 6th and 2nd.
Looks like Haaker might be picking it up just a bit.
So I think we're going to see our 3rd place rider, Colton Haaker, take the no-joke lane here the next lap around.
Our running order with Webb in first, Hart and Haaker. $14 laps here in our main event. More than halfway through, folks.
All right, so the battle we've been looking for right here, Colton Haaker as he pulls up right on the backside here of Trystan Hart for that number 2 spot. Everett, let's make some noise. Here we go. I wonder if both riders are going to take the no-joke lane. I can see it down at the signal here in the mechanics area. Both of them opting not to do it. Here we go, battle into the rock section. These riders exiting out of the Rocky Mountain Rock Garden. Trystan Hart still taking that, holding down that 2nd spot.
Having no problem clearing those jumps. Our top 5 guys. Webb, Hart, Haaker, and Graffunder.
Here we go, Colton looking up the inside. Colton's gonna take over the 2nd spot.
We got some racing going on.
Yeah, I think a little bit of strategy here out of Colton Haaker, going to try to separate himself a little bit from Trystan Hart, give himself a little bit of a cushion before he takes that no-joke lane.
This main event is definitely going to shape up. Webb and Haaker.
So again, our leader has already taken the no-joke lane as he takes the white flag. 1 lap left to go here, Everett.
Riders all spread out. White flag is out, folks. Spotlight on our leader. Let's make some noise here, people. Last lap. Cody Webb making it look easy through the megalogs, right into the River Rock. The Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, absolutely flawless is your leader, the FMF Red Bull KTM factory rider of Cody Webb with 2 corners left to go.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise! Our winner, Super Endurocross main event, Cody Webb!
Here comes Colton Haaker, still battle on the track as Colton Haaker exits his way through the no-joke lane.
All right, fantastic job from our riders tonight, folks. Let's make some noise! Super Endurocross main event winner, Cody Webb. Colton Haaker, all of tonight's riders in that 14-lap main event, giving it everything they had. Some fantastic racing all the way across the board. John, what do you got?
Yeah, some exciting action. That's what it is down here as we're going to let these riders get a breather and make their way over to the podium area. Of course, we'd like to thank everybody for hanging out here this evening, enjoying round number 4 here in Everett, Washington for the AMA Endurocross Series presented by PJ1 and Moose Racing. Please, everybody stay seated, hang out. We're going to have a great podium interviews here with our winners and our 2nd and 3rd place riders. All right, here we're going to set the stage up here on the podium, and we'll get our 3rd place rider, Colton Haaker, up here. All right, so we'll get Colton up here in a second. We're gonna stand here next to Trystan Hart, who took home 2nd. Trystan, besting your best finish here in the series with a 2nd place. Man, that has to feel great.
Oh, that feels so good. This is basically my home race because it's just a couple hours from the border. So I knew I had a lot of fans and family here, so I wanted to do well. Yeah. And I got the whole shot, I'm pretty sure. And I got to lead a couple laps, which is just, it's unreal. And Cody got me and my arms started pumping up. I'm like, holy crap, I'm really doing this. And it was a surreal feeling. That's unbelievable.
Hey, what did it take to get that final last pass right there here as Haaker decided to take the no-joke lane that final lap and you put on that final charge to take that 2nd spot?
Yeah, so I took the no-joke lane on the 2nd or 3rd lap when I realized I had a decent gap. And I rode as hard as I could, and then Colton got me near the end, and I realized he didn't take the no-joke lane. So the last lap, I was just going for it through all the traffic, and it made it happen. It was awesome.
You've definitely made it happen. Put your hands together for Trystan Hart. All right, a 3rd place rider here, Colton Haaker, finishing it up. Man, waiting to take that joker lane, that final lap, was that kind of the nail in the coffin? What was it?
Well, I was like down in the first firewood section, stuck on someone's bike. Yeah. Just the chaos kind of got me. At first turn was crazy.
Yeah, it looked a little violent. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It looked a little violent here. Run us through that first corner.
Yeah, I just had a good jump, but then all of a sudden, I mean, like put the brakes on and I looked handlebars and just put it in a nose wheelie. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't great.
Well, obviously, opting to take that in the final lap, do you think that kind of secured that 3rd spot, or is there something you maybe would have changed up earlier on in the race, maybe taking it and securing that 2nd spot?
It wouldn't have mattered at that point, you know. I rode as fast as I could, but I was behind everybody, and I ran into multiple people trying to go fast, and that's what happens when you start in the back. I just figured out what it's like to start in the back again and not out front, and didn't work out to my, you know, wasn't my night.
Yeah, big congratulations here going out to Colton Haaker in a hard-fought battle up to the front here to take that 3rd spot here on the podium. All right, and the man to my left here, Cody, Man, what a great run for you. Hard-fought battle here into that turn number 1, as Colton was saying. What did it take to get through there and, man, ride a flawless race like you did?
I mean, I've been struggling with my starts all day today. It was really slick. Usually it's a lot of moisture in the dirt, tons of traction, and today I was just spinning like a fool, and Colton got a great jump. Trystan and I locked bars, and I was right, like my face was right in Colton's rear tire, it seemed like. I don't know if we hit bars or what, but he went straight into a nose wheelie, and I was like, this ain't gonna be good at all. And, you know, just was completely sideways, snuck out there pretty cleanly, and put a good charge on right there, and got by side by Trystan, and just tried to click off really strong laps. I know Colton's really strong at the end of the race, and I didn't know where he was at, what was going on. And, you know, Trystan rode awesome today. He was at my house all week, riding and training with me, so we had a blast. And it was great to come up here, see him finish up on the podium. And, you know, the race got tough with lappers there splashing us like crazy, and arm pump settled in pretty bad. But, you know, luckily we charged real hard there at the beginning and opened up a gap, and just was able to take the win tonight.
Yeah, it looks like your vision maybe a little bit altered right there with a little bit of mud in your lens. Tell us about that, and obviously you have a number of sponsors you'd like to thank.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm a trials rider, so tear-offs are pretty foreign, and I pulled all of them off on the first one. So goggles, limited vision, but, you know, we're just out there sending it, and hats off to the FMF KTM Red Bull racing team. Oakley for obviously still giving me enough clear vision to get through the race. Alpine Stars, you know, it was a solid effort out there tonight, and really happy to get that win.
Hey, how about a round of applause for your Super Endurocross main event winner, Cody Webb. Okay, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight for round number 4 of the AMA Endurocross Series presented by PJ1 and Moose Racing. We hope you guys will tune in and join us at dirtrider.com or endurocross.com for all the up-to-date information from each and every round here through the 2017 season. Be sure you guys tune in and join us October 28th in Phoenix, Arizona for round number 5. For myself, John Simonovich, and Mike St. May, safe travels, and thank you for joining us here for AMA Endurocross.